Welcome to AI Talk. Today, we're doing a deep dive into, well, the top 10 AI tools you could actually be using to build, and this is key sell apps and websites for profit, looking ahead to 2025.
That's right. And we've really looked at what makes these stand out, haven't we? Things like, the quality of what they produce, the buzz in the developer community.
Features, of course.
Yeah.
And just how easy they are to get started with.
Exactly. And it's not just about the building part. We're also going to unpack some of the main ways you can actually make money from these AI creations, the monetization side.
Yeah, absolutely crucial. So think of this as your guide to the best tools out there right now and some really practical ways you can generate income from AI development.
Let's jump in then.
Okay, let's kick off the countdown. Coming in number 10, we have Appy.
Appy. Yeah, this one's a no-code AI website builder. So really ideal if you're, let's say, a beginner.
Right. It's got that drag-and-drop functionality, which people love. And the AI apparently chips in with design suggestions, too.
The big pluses are definitely the free tier. Always nice to see. And it's just very intuitive. If you're just dipping your toes in, that ease of use is, it's a big deal.
True. But there's always a but, isn't there?
Well, yeah. The flip side of being so user-friendly is that the templates can feel a bit cookie-cutter, a bit standard.
And the bandwidth limits on the free plan.
That's the other thing. It's limited. So as your site grows, you might bump up against that quite quickly.
Right. We saw people on Reddit saying, it's great for getting something simple up fast. But for, really custom projects or high traffic, maybe not so much.
Yeah, a good starting point, perhaps, but maybe not the final stop for everyone.
Okay, moving on. Number 9 is Hostinger AI.
Hostinger. Lots of people know them for hosting, obviously. Now they're adding AI features. One that caught my eye was the AI Heatmaps.
Oh, interesting. What do those do exactly?
Well, they basically show you where users are clicking and spending time on your site. Super valuable for understanding engagement,
Right.
and improving things.
Gotcha. So you can optimize the user journey. They also have an AI logo maker.
They do. Could be handy for branding, especially early on. And they bundle in SEO tools, which is smart. Getting found is half the battle.
Plus affordable custom domains.
Oh.
But what's the catch with the free plan here?
The Hostinger watermark. That's the main one. Might not look super professional if you're aiming for paying clients.
Right. And maybe fewer AI bells and whistles compared to some others further up our list.
Exactly. It's a solid package, especially with the hosting. But if you're really focused on cutting-edge AI features to build your app around, other tools might offer more depth.
Makes sense. Okay, number 8, Duda.
Duda. Now, this one feels like it's aimed squarely at agencies or maybe freelancers managing multiple client sites.
How so? What makes it agency-focused?
Well, it's got things like AI content generation, huge time saver if you're managing lots of sites, plus multilingual support, client workflows.
And I saw something about enterprise-grade analytics.
Yes, that's a big one for agencies. Deeper insights to show clients the value you're providing, justify your fees, that kind of thing.
Okay, so powerful stuff.
Yeah.
But maybe overkill for an individual developer?
Could be. It might be too expensive and just too feature-packed if you're only working on your own project. You'd be paying for things you don't need.
Right. Let's move to number 7 then. Bolt.new.
Bolt.new. This one's interesting. It gives you real-time coding help, like actual code snippets while you're typing.
So kind of like an AI pair programmer. Good for people who are maybe newer to coding or just need a bit of a nudge.
Exactly. And zero setup required, apparently. You just code in the browser. That's pretty appealing for quick starts or trying out ideas.
Is there much of a community around it?
Seems like it. An active Reddit community, which is always a good sign for getting help and sharing tips.
Downsides.
Maybe limited options for really deep customization. And some people mention the documentation could be a bit thin in places.
Okay, good to know. Cracking the top half now, number 6, Wix AI.
Oh, Wix. They've been around a while in the website builder space. Their AI approach is quite guided, isn't it?
Yeah, it asks you a bunch of questions, what you want the site for, style preferences, that sort of thing, and then generates a personalized site.
It's very user-friendly in that sense. And Wix generally has strong integrated marketing tools, which is great if you're planning to sell something.
Good mobile design, too, usually.
Definitely. The main things to keep in mind are the Wix branding on free sites.
Always a factor.
And that the AI might struggle a bit if you have really unconventional design ideas. It kind of works best within its own framework,
Got it. All right, into the top 5. And number 5, Shopify AI.
Shopify AI. Okay, so this one is laser focused. It's all about e-commerce.
Right. You describe the online store you want in text, and it aims to generate Well, everything. Product listings, checkout, inventory.
Pretty much. It's designed to streamline setting up an online shop from scratch using prompts.
They offer a free trial.
A 3-day one, yeah. Enough to get a feel for it. And, of course, you get access to Shopify's huge app ecosystem, which is a massive advantage for e-commerce.
The big caveat being,
It's only for e-commerce. If you're building, say, a blog or a portfolio site, this isn't your tool. And you need to remember Shopify's transaction fees will cut into your profits.
Good point. Okay, number 4, just missing the podium. Cursor AI.
Cursor AI. Now, this is interesting for developers already using VS Code.
Which is a lot of developers.
Exactly. It's an AI tool that works inside VS Code, helps generate API endpoints, debug code, manage tasks. It integrates into the workflow.
The context-aware code completion sounds powerful. It understands your project.
That's the idea. It suggests more relevant, complex snippets, not just basic keywords. Big time saver potential. Plus, team collaboration features.
Any known issues?
Some users mentioned occasional minor UI glitches, and sometimes the AI doesn't quite follow instructions perfectly. So it helps, but it's not fully autonomous coding yet.
Right. Still needs that human oversight. Okay, the top 3. At number 3, we have Replit.
Replit, a browser-based IDE, so nothing to install. Very convenient.
And it has AI features baked in, like complete code and explain code.
Yes. Complete code helps you write faster, and explain code is great for understanding code you didn't write or maybe just forgot how it works. Plus, instant deployment is a nice feature.
What about free usage?
Unlimited free public projects. Fantastic for learning, open source, showing off your work. And the documentation is generally pretty good.
Limitations.
Might struggle with really complex, heavy-duty algorithms. And if you need private projects, that's a paid feature.
Okay, makes sense. Number 2, the runner-up is Lovable AI.
Lovable AI. This one's ambitious. It aims to build full-stack apps, front-end, back-end, the whole deal, just from natural language prompts.
Wow, that's quite a promise. What's the really compelling part?
For me, it's the code export to GitHub. That means you're not locked into their platform. You own the code, you can take it elsewhere. That's huge.
Avoids vendor lock-in. Nice. Does it handle things like user logins and databases?
Yeah, it supports authentication and databases, so you can build pretty sophisticated stuff.
Potential drawbacks.
Might be a steeper learning curve, especially for total beginners compared to, say, Wix AI.
Yeah.
And the enterprise pricing can get quite high.
Okay. And that brings us to our number 1 AI tool for building and selling apps and websites in 2025, Firebase Studio.
Firebase Studio, powered by Google AI, integrated deeply with Firebase, which is Google's app development platform.
So what does it actually do?
It uses AI agents to help you scaffold or just sort of set up the basic structure of your Firebase components, Firestore databases, cloud functions for backend logic, even UI elements.
You can export the code.
Yep, to Android Studio or Xcode. So it helps you kickstart native app development using Firebase infrastructure.
The Google Cloud integration must be a big plus if you're in that ecosystem.
Definitely. And it offers real-time optimizations, potentially making your apps faster and more efficient.
Any reason it might not be number 1 for someone?
Well, you probably need some familiarity with Firebase concepts already to really get the most out of it. It helps if you know what Firestore and cloud functions are.
Right. It builds on existing knowledge.
And the template library might be a bit smaller right now compared to some other platforms, but the power and integration are why it tops our list for 2025 potential.
Okay, wow. That's a fantastic rundown of the tools.
Yeah.
But like we said at the start, building is only half the story.
Exactly. Now, for the crucial part. How do you actually make money from these cool AI-powered apps and websites you're building?
Let's get into those monetization strategies. Where should people start thinking?
Well, probably the most common and often sustainable model is subscriptions.
Right, like offering different tiers, basic, pro, enterprise maybe?
Precisely. Each tier gets different features, maybe different usage limits, for a recurring fee, monthly or annually.
And I read somewhere that annual billing can actually boost retention quite a bit, like maybe 30%?
Yeah, that's a common finding. Getting that upfront annual commitment seems to make customers stick around longer. Provides predictable revenue, too.
Good tip. What's another approach?
Selling on marketplaces. You could create app templates or even fully built niche apps and sell them on places like CodeCanyon.
Or the Shopify App Store if you build something for Shopify users.
Absolutely. And there's even the idea of flipping apps. Build something, get some traction, then sell the whole project on a marketplace like Flippa.
Interesting. Build to sell. Okay, what about white label deals? How does that work?
White labeling is where you basically license your app or website technology to another business.
So they put their own brand on it.
Exactly. They rebrand it and sell it as their own product to their customers. You make money either through an upfront license fee or maybe you agree on a revenue share from their sales.
Ah, okay. So you provide the engine, they provide the paint job and sales team.
Kind of, yeah. It lets you focus on the tech. Another angle is affiliate marketing.
How would that work within an app you built?
Pretty simple, really. You just include referral links to related products or services your users might need, like hosting providers, other complementary AI tools.
Like we mentioned with Wix developers earning from referrals.
Exactly like that. If someone clicks your link and signs up or buys something, you get a commission. It can be a nice little extra income stream.
Relatively passive, too, once it's set up. Okay, one more. API monetization. Sounds a bit technical.
It is a bit more technical, but potentially very lucrative. This is if your AI app does something specific and valuable really well.
Like, say, amazing image recognition or a super smart chatbot.
Perfect examples. You can package that specific function up as an API and application programming interface.
And other developers can pay to use that function in their apps.
Precisely. They pay you based on usage, typically how many times they call your API. We see this a lot with custom GPT-4 integrations and specialized AI models.
Fascinating. So you're selling access to your AI's specific skill.
You got it.
Okay, so just to recap then. We've covered 10 really promising AI tools for building apps and websites, specifically thinking about making a profit in 2025.
And we've looked at 5 solid strategies to actually monetize those creations.
Yeah.
Subscriptions, marketplace selling, white labeling, affiliate marketing, and API monetization.
So for you listening, the next step is really to think about which of these tools fits best with your own technical background, your project ideas, and what you want to achieve.
Right. And alongside that, which of these monetization models feels like the right fit for turning your AI project into a real income source? They're not mutually exclusive either. Sometimes you can combine them.
That's a great point. So what kind of possibilities do these tools open up for your own projects? And what kind of impact could applying these monetization strategies have for you?
Definitely some food for thought there. It's an exciting time to be building with AI.